Hey everyone, this is Matt again from Prism. For those new to this channel, we're an AI mind mapping application for storytellers and one of the only writing services that uses native GraphRag. In less technical terms, this means you can freely build massive worlds, design complicated plots, analyze troves of documents for research, and create vast story bibles using AI, all without hallucinations or context window issues. With this, you can achieve near-perfect precision in outputs as you're effectively building the neurological structure of your chatbot assistant. Now, for several weeks, we've been talking about a major upgrade rolling out, and, well, right now, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of how Prism will function with this new iteration. So, the first change to note is the stuff on the left-hand side. This is the Canvas tab where you can produce multiple canvases instead of just sticking to one. And what's really cool about it is that you can create as many of them as you want, populate them with information, and all of this is shared with each canvas. So you can create a canvas for your plot structure, characters, research, and other things, and then use the chatbot assistant to query and synthesize information from all of the canvases, no matter where you are. Additionally, you can organize these canvases into folders and name them. On the right-hand side is another tab you can expand and collapse. This is the Chatbot Assistant. It still operates the same as the older version, only now you can use all of the popular AI models instead of just GPT-4. In the near-term future, we're going to be adding in other functionalities like web search and image generation. Now, in terms of the canvas itself, we added some enhancements that will really help you move faster and organize your work. Let's say you generate something in the chatbot window and you want to turn that into a note. The old way was copying and pasting it into a new note, but now all you have to do is highlight the text and then drag and drop it into the canvas. Like that, you can turn any AI response into a note. Now let's say you have the note, but you're not sure if you want the information to be incorporated into the AI responses. Just press this little green box and it will turn the note off as if you had never created it. And if you decide that it is important, just press it again, and a green checkbox will appear indicating that the information is being shared. Another cool thing you can now do with the notes is expand them, which makes it way easier to write or edit stuff. Also, we created a much easier flow for tagging notes. The old way required you to press a button at the bottom and create a tag before going back to the note and locating it in a drop-down menu. That's way too many steps. Now you can press the plus button in the note, type whatever tag, or search for an existing one, then press enter, and like that, it's tagged. In addition, we added auto-tagging suggestions, so if you click the plus button and wait a second, tag suggestions are generated based on the information you create in the note. Okay, now one of the most powerful things we added is the ability to tag edges. It appears like a simple enhancement, but this is what will truly help the chatbot understand your relationships between the notes. The tags in the note define what the information is, but the edge tags define how discrete notes are related to each other. So by tagging these and your notes, you're providing your chatbot assistant with a full understanding of how to use your information. Then there's right-clicking the notes. If you right-click on any of them, you'll notice a whole range of things you can do, such as turning the note on and off, or defining it as the primary note, which tells the assistant to filter all of its responses through that note and the ones that are connected to it, instead of simply finding the relevant ones based on your inquiry. So if you create an overview note for a cluster of notes, you can set that as the primary one, which means when you query about that cluster, its answers will filter through the overview note instead of making an educated guess on which notes it should use. You can also do other things like view all the tags that are attached to the note, color code notes to differentiate the information, duplicate notes, or delete them. Then there's this little stat at the bottom. The first number tells you how many characters are in the note. The second number tells you how many notes are connected to it, which can give you a quick sense of how big and relevant this note is within your canvas structure. We also added some things to the toolbar. The big one is being able to upload documents, which is a simple addition but huge if you're working with a lot of information. Now you can upload PDFs, docx, or TXT files. Additionally, you can go here and not only add pre-made prompts, which act like LLM programs that can be integrated into your canvas structure, but you can also plug in pre-made templates. prior to this upgrade, you had to build every structure from scratch, but with this new feature, you can select a variety of options for your needs. Eventually, you'll be able to build your own templates to save and share them with others for later use. Lastly, we added a cleanup button so you can automatically clean your canvas up in case you're adding things faster than you can organize. So when your canvas gets a little scrambled, use this and you'll get a much cleaner canvas on the spot. The story editor side or the writing app hasn't changed other than adding page numbers and moving the toolbar to the bottom instead of the top. So there's not really anything more to report here, but wanted to share this anyway since you can't cover the ins and outs of a writing app without at least mentioning the part where you write the story. And yes, the Chatbot assistant can read everything on here as if it were a single note on your canvas. But yeah, that's the new iteration of Story Prism we're gearing up to launch in the coming weeks. For a couple of filmmakers, it feels like we moved the earth to make this happen, so we're very excited to be rolling it out and hope you are as well. If you haven't already, be sure to check us out at storyprism.io, where you can create a free account today and stay in the loop for when we release the new version. Also, please be sure to like and subscribe so we can continue making more videos like this. Until next time, best of luck in your creative endeavors.